You have a little cough?
I have a phlegm in my glass.
No, not the phlegm.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Oh, we started?
What?
Did we start?
Yeah, I hit record.
Okay, can we start over?
No.
Welcome to Spaghetti for Your Thoughts
Spaghetti for Your
podcast.
The podcast where we talk about everything
And nothing.
all at once.
Amen.
We should work on a little tagline.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay.
I'm Jetica,
I'm Greta.
and we're glad you're here with us today.
Thank you for joining us again for a little more nonsense.
Thank you.
We just had a little meal and we're ready to go.
I had the Goodles, the famous Goodles.
She did. And what did you think?
I gave them a 9 out of 10. Delicious.
I was a little surprised that you liked them so much.
I don't know why you thought I wouldn't.
Just sometimes
It literally
you surprise
tastes
me.
just like mac and cheese.
Delightful.
Yeah.
And it's got protein. So Goodles,
There you go.
if
I'm all about protein these days.
Amen. Hey, absolutely. Goodles, if you ever need someone to sponsor, you know where we are.
Hit us up. We will gladly
On
do
the-
so.
We're on the couch. Okay.
What's something that you hate, Greta?
I hate when people, this is my actual pet peeve, when someone's like, what's your pet peeve? Here's one.
Your pet peeve is when someone asks what your
No,
pet
no,
peeve
no.
is.
That would be crazy.
That's hilarious.
That's an inception. No, my pet peeve is one, and I feel like I might offend some people because I'm sure a lot of people do this without thinking about it. But when you're writing a post like on Instagram or even a book or something, and they're like, I loved being a part of this project. And they write the word apart instead of
A-P-A-R-T as one word.
Yes.
Oh,
And I'm like, that's literally the opposite of what you're trying to say, because apart is like separating yourself from something. And everyone does it. If you ever and it happens more often than
Wow.
you think. It is stunningly horrible to me.
Wow.
That's one of them.
Really bad.
It's horrible. I hate it.
I have a bad thing to say. I might have done that
I think
before.
everyone
like,
has done it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I feel kind of
I'm
weird
a part
saying
of
this
the
out loud.
problem, not the solution.
I'm
there.
a part of the
I'm
problem.
a part.
Did you give it a space when you said it?
No,
That's-
that's the problem.
Do you have an answer?
Yeah, I hate two things. Well, one thing I'm
There's
thinking
got to
of
be more than
specifically.
two, but okay.
Two things in the whole world.
Two things I hate about.
Scented trash cans. Or not cans,
Oh,
bags.
the bags. I didn't even really know that was a thing till like last year.
It's foul.
Who? Again, we might lose some viewers here, listeners, but who does that?
Who uses scented trash bags?
Like, what's
It
going?
used to be more popular, I think, than it is now. But
Like in the 90s, they're like, this is the
no,
new
I don't think it came out
fandangled
that
thing.
early. I think it was like
I-
10 years ago.
I bet it was earlier than the
Maybe.
90s.
But it's like, it's trash. And honestly, putting lavender on top of it is making it worse.
Trash is just trash. Yeah,
Amen.
that's true. Because all you're smelling is like, not only are you smelling chicken fat, but now you're smelling chicken fat with lavender.
Exactly. And
So,
it's
like-
not better, it's worse.
And if someone comes in and they smell a smell, they're like, there's a lot of smells in here, and not just one smell. I don't know
Exactly.
how to feel. Maybe someone could convince me otherwise, but that's
no,
a good one.
I don't think so. Have you
I feel like
smelled one?
no, I feel like in the store I've been like a scented trash bag, and then I've put my snoot right against the box, and I'm like, what in the world is
Well,
this?
let me save you some cash. Go buy them.
Fair enough.
They're foul.
I mean, I'll just mention this. We don't have to get into it, but scented pads, kind of the same thing.
wait, that's a thing?
Yes. Oh my word, you didn't know that?
That's so gross for so many reasons.
It's really bad for you.
Yeah,
I don't-
exactly. Putting
I-
fragrance right up
I'm
in
sure
there.
scented tampons were a thing once. I really doubt they are still. But scented,
That's
scented pads
horrifying.
is a thing. You can buy them scented. And once in a while, we'd accidentally buy scented. And we're like, great. Now people know for sure what's going on with me.
Oh my goodness,
And
that's
it-
awful
and
and embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. You're like a walking candle. And everyone's like, there she is with her monthly.
with her monthly.
Do people call it monthly?
Not unless you're 49 and above.
49 and above. What else do you hate?
Well, I hate a lot of stuff, but that's the one I was thinking of for
Just
today.
Straight up a scented trash bag. You lay in your bed, you're like, you know what I hate? Scented trash bags.
You know what I don't understand though?
Okay.
Water beds.
I really don't get that either. Because people who have them swear by them. I'm
My
like,
mom
tell me
had
more.
one.
And she swore by it?
No,
Okay.
I think she didn't like it. I think it kept leaking.
That's always
That's
the
what
other
I
thing.
think would happen. Also,
Mhm.
how is it not growing algae and mold in there?
It has to be. That just feels like, again, one of those things from like the 1950s where like, this is the greatest thing ever.
I think
and then
it
they're
was
like,
more like the
can't-
90s.
Man, why we are hating on the 90s today for no reason. We don't even know
I
if
like
they
the
deserve
90s,
it.
I think.
I love the 90s. Well, that's our year.
Yeah. Well, barely. I'm barely squeaked
I'm
in there.
very proud that we can say we were born in the
So
1900s.
glad. I'm so glad
Thank
my
goodness.
license will forever be 90
I know.
something.
It's pretty exciting. Agreed.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have some, as usual, some questions here
Fantastic.
for us to
I have
discuss.
a couple as well, but if you have one in the chamber, go ahead and give it a fire.
All right. I'm curious to know,
Mm-hmm.
when you're eating a gummy bear.
I love this already.
So very niche.
Quick question: which gummy bear color is the favorite? Unless that's the question.
Oh, for sure, white.
Green. White.
Green tastes like a cleaning product.
White tastes like a cleaning product. You know what white tastes like?
Tell me.
A flavored trash bag.
Scented.
I shoot. I didn't stick the landing.
Not at all. Okay. Anyway, when you're eating a gummy bear, what body part are you eating first, or are you popping
Great
it in?
question. I think you know what I'm about to
Head?
say, but tell me why.
To get it over with quickly.
But where did I learn that?
That's whimsical.
I eat the gummy bear's head so that
so he doesn't suffer.
Pain. You know what? But see, where did we learn that?
Where did we learn that? Is it from a movie?
Yes.
What movie?
I'll tell you a hint. Joey King, our favorite lady.
Is it from
Selena Gomez?
Oh, it's from
Yep, Ramona and
Beezus.
Yep. I couldn't remember the name either.
That's why you're like, guess.
I was like, yes, because I can't remember. Please tell me. But yeah, Selena Gomez did that.
Right,
She's
I
like,
forgot
eat the
about
head
that.
first, like I taught you. It's more
That's
humane.
Right. It's more humane that way.
So you do the head then?
Yes, for sure.
I think that's a good
There's
call.
times where I've done the bottom, like the legs.
He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm like, I do feel bad. Like,
you can just feel him screaming in your mind.
But I don't ever just pop it in. That's
just
awful.
like a full-on bite.
Just like throw it in. The whole bear.
Just the whole bear. No. You tear off a piece for sure.
At least some body parts
but
going
what's
first.
weirder, throwing in the whole bear or being like, yeah, I eat the ear?
The ear?
I just tear
would
the
be
ear
wild
off.
because it's so small.
It's just tiny.
Like, what's the point
Someone's
of that?
like, so I start with the ear, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Work my way down.
I work my way down that gummy bear. Okay, so yeah, no, I eat the head, I'm pretty sure. But once in a while you go rogue and it just doesn't feel right. And I don't know if that's because mentally, yes, Ramona and Beezus trained me to do it that way or whatever.
Do gummy worms have faces on them?
I think some of them do. Like, I feel like the not as good brands have eyes.
Creepy.
Which is weird because if it's not as good of a brand, which I can't
Why
even
are
tell
they
you
spending more of their budget to imprint eyes?
Exactly, Jen. Exactly. You knew where I was headed with that.
Amazing.
I love you. I love that.
But I'm not for gummy bears though, just
worms.
Just really quick before we move on. You're not popping those in, please?
A whole gummy worm is so crazy.
That's criminal.
Especially when, again, if you have to pop a whole gummy bear or a whole gummy worm, I'm not even mad about the bear if you're telling me you're popping a worm in, the whole worm. Okay, but the question is, and this might get tedious, but if you're eating a gummy worm, are you like going in thirds? Is it half?
I think I wrap the end around my finger to give it a good
off pull that
top,
bad boy
and
off.
then it's the next half goes all in.
I love that. Is there a gummy? Yeah, I think I'd probably do it about half. Yeah. And that wrap it around your hand and get a good tug.
Get a good tug.
Did you ever see that movie about the guys who ate worms? Like they put them in their microwave and ate them.
No,
that haunted me as a child.
I can see why.
It's just one of those things.
It's just one of those things.
Days. Anyway, we can move on. But speaking of ears, like gummy bear ears, I have a question actually about ears that I was cracking up about that I saw earlier. If you had to have a third ear, where would you put it on your body?
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Definitely hiding it, except
you're hiding it.
But the problem I just thought about is if you hide it, like if you're like, oh, it's on my side under my shirt, are you constantly hearing
you're hearing the rustling of the shirt. That's the problem.
So
it has to be open air.
But
although when you have your hair over your ear, you're not constantly thinking about your hair rubbing against it.
That's a really good point, but is that a little less invasive than cloth?
It's possible.
Okay, what if you just put your ear right behind one of your ears?
Okay, before I answer this, I need, that's gross, first of all, and I need more clarification as far as, is this socially acceptable to have 3 ears, or am I embarrassed?
I think we're in this universe, in the current
where there
world
is
we're
3 ears, and you get your choice about your third ear.
Yeah, like Jenica, of all people in the world, has a third ear. She got to choose where it went in the universe we live in. What did you pick?
So wait, you're saying that not everyone has a third ear?
Nope, just you.
Oh, see, that's what I just asked.
Yeah.
Is it socially acceptable for me to have a third ear?
Up to your friends.
Or am I embarrassed by it is what I'm saying.
I'm assuming we're embarrassed, which is why we're like, maybe you hide it. Maybe you don't care.
How big is it? Same size as my
Same
other
size,
guys?
just an ear.
Okay.
What if it came with an earring?
I could add my earring.
Can I get a little
I think
piercing?
I'm putting it like under my chin.
What? No, you're not.
I don't know, like right here.
I'm sorry. I have a question.
Yeah.
If you have like a pimple that's kind of invasive and you're like, oh man, everyone's looking at my zit, which is probably not even the case.
Yeah.
That embarrasses you, right? Have you been in that position
of
as
course.
a human being?
Obviously.
Okay, so now, why do you think if there's an ear on my chin, no one will care? No one will notice.
Under it. It's kind of
I
hidden.
certainly don't mind that people see my ear on my chin.
Okay, here's the deal. I was taking into account what you said about it rubbing against and always hearing that. And I'm trying to think of an area that's not exposed to
That's true.
clothing,
That's true.
but it's kind of underneath.
What about just like the
something.
back of your hand?
How about the back of my neck?
I wondered about that.
But then ponytails are out of the question.
Yeah, but you can do a ponytail around your close friends with a turtleneck.
My goodness, it's awful.
Oh, but there's just like a little bulge at the back.
What would
of
be
your
the
turtleneck.
benefit of a third ear?
See, we haven't even explored that. This could actually be great.
We could be.
I feel like my hearing's already going out. Could be nice. Oh my word, this is the benefit. When you're with your students, or I'm at work or whatever, we can put in a little AirPod right back there.
Just tuck that back there.
And you're like, I need to tune out. I need to listen to my tunes.
I feel like I'd be extremely overstimulated having 3 ears.
You get used to it pretty fast.
The sound would just escalate so much higher.
I love this.
That's hilarious, Greta. I love that question.
Yep,
Wait, what was your answer
chuckling. I really don't have one, honestly.
I don't know that I do either.
I like the back of the neck. That did cross my mind at one point.
That's probably the most.
But again, I'm kind of exploring just the ear right behind another ear. It's just right back there.
The layers gives me the chills, though. Like, the layered effect of
alien.
that. Okay, so I heard this off of our favorite podcast.
Love.
Well, we have several, but
yes,
one of our favorites that we chuckle at. Backyard Boys.
Backyard Boys. Shout out.
I'm pretty sure that's their name.
If not, sorry.
They're never going to hear this.
They definitely will not.
But they heard it from a different podcast.
So
credit to whoever it's due. I don't know at this
it's
point.
In God's hands now.
But, okay. So if you had a bowl of grapes and it was 1,000 grapes.
1,000 grapes in a bowl?
Someone handed them to you and they said.
Is that possible? 1,000 grapes in a bowl?
That is beside the point.
I really can't
It's a
envision
big bowl, okay?
Okay.
So, and someone said, one of these grapes is poisonous and you will die immediately after eating it. But if as many as you eat, each one is worth $100. How many grapes are you eating, if any?
100. Wait, how much money per grape?
$100.
I'm eating 10.
10 grapes?
10 grapes. I'll take a risk on 10.
That's pretty good.
That's only $1,000 though.
Okay, what if we bump it up to like $1,000 a grape?
Yeah, then I'll do 10.
Then you'll do $10,000.
Here's the deal.
Is what you're maybe or maybe not walking away from with.
I feel like you have a very passionate answer for this.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. Because you're like, I could be convinced either way.
I think I would go crazy, kind of.
And they go, hold on, I need to stop.
And I think I would eat like 20.
You forgot
30.
about the money and you're like, I'm just loving these
These are
grapes.
delicious, dies.
these are some cotton candy grapes, my guy.
Well, if they were cotton candy, I'd eat the 40, 50.
Do you like cotton candy grapes?
I love them. No?
You actually bought into the whole, like, these are special and delicious.
They're so
They're okay. Good. I thought it was kind of like, okay.
Were you like, this doesn't taste like cotton candy? Because I thought it was uncanny.
I understood it. I was like, these just taste like sugar, which that's what cotton candy tastes like. But I'm just like, I mean, yeah, I guess.
They taste like sugar, which is literally cotton candy.
Did you know there were apples that taste like grape? That was a thing?
That tastes like the flavor grape or an actual grape?
I think the flavor, which is weird.
Ew, that's creepy.
Can you imagine that?
You know what's weird is that we're like, oh, green. That tastes like green apple when you have like a candy that's green. And it's like, have you ever had a green apple? Because I can tell you right now.
Green apples, oh my word.
Like.
But what's the best fruit flavor that's not fruit? Like, actually what the fruit tastes like. Like, watermelon doesn't taste like watermelon.
No, none of them taste like they're...
So which one's the best?
Strawberry is always my go-to.
Which one's the closest to the actual fruit?
Oh, that's a really good question. Maybe
cherry?
Strawberry or cherry. No, because actually think about what a cherry tastes like.
You're so right.
None of them are even
not
slightly
even close. You're right. Lime?
Lime could, yeah.
But
I would... Lemon?
Lemon for sure.
Because it's that sour.
Well, yeah, lemon. Oh yeah, duh.
It still tastes nothing like the actual fruit.
Well, and also like lime and lemon aren't super far across the board for like no one's getting a lemon like ice
cream,
ice like a snow cone.
Yep.
Are people getting lemon snow cones?
I don't know, but that sounds pretty dang refreshing.
It sounds very refreshing. I'll take 2.
Thank you. I'll have 2.
Okay, but no, I'm having like a handful of grapes. I'm like, oh, I better stop. Don't want to risk death.
Yeah. What if that first one got you down?
Then you're like, well, that was the Lord. It was my time, obviously.
Honestly, yeah, I would just be like, well, if this is how I'm supposed to go.
You know, this is a perfect segue to what I wrote down that I forgot to talk about the other time.
Oh, yeah.
What? So you take a handful of those grapes, and instead of saying YOLO, you say yo-yo. You're only young once.
Wait, are kids saying that?
Okay, listen. When I was at breakfast the other day, my waitress was telling me all about her Valentine's Day and how she drank too much. And she's like, but you know, yo-yo. She's like, that's my new version of YOLO. It's yo-yo. You're only young once. And she's like, you heard it here first, folks.
Is she like she came up with this?
Well,
copyright, trademark.
I don't know where I've heard it anywhere else. I have never heard it anywhere else.
Either.
And she said, I came up with it. My name is Carice. So shout out to Carice.
Okay, shout out Carice. I like it.
Yep, and yo-yo. And I was like, honestly, that kind of makes much more sense than YOLO.
Yes, because all the things you're doing and saying YOLO after, you would
You're risking your life.
Yeah.
But yo-yo's like, oh, I could stay up late tonight. Yo-yo.
Yeah.
You're only young once.
Yeah. But I feel like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but when we say YOLO, I feel like oftentimes what we really meant was yo-yo.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So when she said that, I was like, hold on. That needs to take off much more than YOLO ever did.
I love that.
I know. So
okay, I'm going to
like,
start saying that.
I knew you'd appreciate it, and I was really frustrated I didn't tell you about it the other time. Because
yo-yo. I just don't like the way it sounds, but I like what it stands for better than YOLO.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, well, shout out to Carice. We're going to implement yo-yo. And
Carice
you heard
is a
it
cool
here,
name.
Folks. I'm pretty sure that was her name. She said it a couple times, and it was kind of different enough that I was like, did I hear that right? Mm-hmm. So my apologies if I'm incorrect.
That's awesome.
Yep, yo-yo.
Yo-yo.
Hey-yo.
Okay, here's my next thought for you.
Can't wait.
So if you're making plans with somebody.
Oh, okay.
And you know, we're introverts, so it's kind of a lot sometimes. And
I'm already tired by the question.
Someone asks you like, hey, do you want to hang out? And it's like a week from now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the time comes and you're like, oh, shoot.
Yes.
I'd much rather do anything else.
Yep.
How late is too late to cancel plans with somebody, in your opinion?
I've flip-flopped on this. I think it depends on your relationship with the person as well.
That's for sure.
Like I think it's kind of obvious to say if it's been a long time, you haven't seen this person forever, I think it's kind of inappropriate to cancel last minute.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like, it's one of your close buddies and you're just like, I think even like 10 minutes before you're both probably going to be out the door heading to the coffee shop or whatever, if you just send a text and be like, I'm so sorry, I really am so tired tonight, I can't do it.
I think that's inappropriate.
Do you?
I
think
that's so rude.
I understand why it's rude, but like if you're a close
10 minutes, that means I'm dressed.
Yeah,
that means I'm literally just grabbing my water and heading out.
Yep. Here's why I feel like I'm okay with it is because when someone's done that to me, I'm relieved. And so maybe I'm assuming that whoever I'm friends with most likely
will be like, yes.
It's a 50-50 chance they're probably going to feel relieved.
Yeah.
And I'm rolling the dice.
I'm willing to take that
I don't think I ever have, but I've thought about it because we've all thought about it.
Oh, for sure.
And I think people have done it to me a couple times, and it didn't bother me because I'm like, oh, good. I was trying to find a way to get out of this, not because I don't want to. I'm tired, blah, blah, blah.
Have you ever been on a first date outside of your husband?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You are so lucky.
I know I'm really
because I'm thinking about that anxiety of like going to meet someone and being like, oh, I can't do it. I have to cancel.
Yeah.
Imagine going on a first date. It's like that times 30,000.
My word.
Because you've never met this person before. You're buckling in for at least an hour of your life. And what if you like what if he gives you the creeps? What if he tries to do something weird?
Yeah.
There's just so many possibilities for it to go wrong.
I hate that.
And it's just the most anxiety
you've
ever had.
You're already tired before you leave to go see a friend, let alone someone you don't know. You're like, great.
And you have to really be on, because you're both judging each other,
that
obviously.
Sounds absolutely horrendous.
I don't know if I'm alone in feeling that.
No, I really doubt that you are. I'm pretty sure this is a common feeling.
Some people may like first dates.
Well, but those people are already a different breed than you and I, because those are the type of people who thrive off of being extroverted and want to stay out late and go do stuff. Like they're already a different breed. So no one you talk to in our circle is going to disagree.
I have a funny first date story, which you already know, but I'll share it.
Okay, I would
here.
love for you to share with the folks, and I can't wait to hear which one it is.
Okay, well, I'm not going to use names, for obvious reasons.
Of course. Hey, bud. Thanks for listening.
This isn't even that. Honestly, people probably have crazy stories, and I have nothing because I've only been on like a handful of first dates.
Some people have insane stories. Where
So this is nothing compared to that. So don't buckle in for anything.
Everyone,
juicy.
Go ahead and take a pee.
In fact, you might as well just skip this.
Go get your Keurig warmed up.
No, but okay, so
I'm excited.
I went out with this guy who someone said I should go out with. It was like a setup situation.
Preferable.
And we met. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
You don't? Okay.
I mean,
you'll know once I get into it. But anyway, we met at a coffee shop and we were just couldn't be more different. Could not be more opposite. I have no idea who you're
talking about.
So the big thing, well, there was several things, but for one, he'd never been to a coffee shop, which for me is a big.
This is who I thought this was, but I didn't know this was a setup.
Yeah, someone said
I forgot that. I thought this was a Hinge date. Okay.
So he'd never been to a coffee shop. He didn't drink coffee.
Which, by the way, is insane.
Which is insane in general in this like culture that we live in, which is fine. That's fine. But like I think that says a lot about someone's personality, and I'm excited about
because
I would be excited about someone who's a coffee drinker, and like that's kind of.
Can I hit the pause? Because it's already difficult enough when a man's like, I don't like coffee. You're like, oh, that could be kind of weird for us culturally.
I already feel weird about it.
But for a man who's like, I've never even stepped into a coffee shop.
Right.
You're like, oh, we're not even talking about they're just hot chocolate tea
and
people.
He was like, so I didn't know what to get, so I asked the coffee maker people. Coffee maker people. Ooh, he didn't know what a barista was, which is cute. That's fine.
You sure he wasn't an alien?
Right? At this point, I was questioning. And then we were talking about like our interests and stuff, and he told me that he has an iguana it was like as big as his body, and he's like was so excited about.
You're gonna love him.
He was so excited about this iguana, and he was showing me all these pictures of her.
Oh, it was a girl.
Yeah, it was a girl iguana.
What's her name? Oh wait, don't say her name. No name.
Yeah, we don't want, as if this isn't enough to identify.
A man who's never been to a coffee shop and has an iguana, he's like, oh, it's me. I wasn't so sure, but now I know.
But now that they said the iguana's name, I know it's me.
I know it's me. Wait, what's the iguana's name? I think that might be mine.
That's so funny. Oh my goodness. So yeah, had an iguana, had never been to a coffee shop, didn't know what a barista was. Oh. And then the final straw this just made me feel kind of bad, honestly. So he was talking about, I was telling him how I like clothes and I like thrifting and finding like hidden gems and stuff. Like clothes are fun for me. And he was like, yeah, I'm not really into clothes or whatever. And then he was like, but recently, I've been trying to get more into like caring about what I'm wearing, and so I like asked a couple of friends if they would help me find some clothes that would be more trendy or whatever. And I was like, oh, and you didn't end up doing that?
Oh, Jen.
And he was like,
I forgot you said that.
That's a horrible thing of me. Why did I say that?
No, because here's the thing. When you're nervous and you're just trying to talk along, things just happen. You're like, what in the world just happened with my mouth?
I don't know why.
Sorry.
I felt awful. I was like, oh, so you didn't actually end up doing it or whatever. And he's like, oh no, I'm wearing the clothes now. And I was like, oh, they look nice.
I think it's fine. Things happen. So bad. I mean, it is what it is.
Anyway, and then we said goodbye, and he was like, I'd love to do this again sometime. He's like, want to go paddleboarding with me? And I was like, I'm going to have to think about it. And
that's
then
sweet, though.
That always leaves you in that awkward thing of what to do next. Now you have to either call them, text them.
Yeah, I hate that.
One date down, I feel like it's appropriate just to text.
I think so too.
Maybe I'm wrong in that, but that's what I've always done.
But see, the world is changing, and I'm like, I think there is a chivalrous or polite thing to do, but at the same time, it's like, hey, why reinvent the wheel?
Yeah.
If we are all okay with texting, why aren't we just texting?
Let's just stick with it. We don't owe each other anything at this point.
I don't know. It's fine. I think you just got to read the room.
Anyway, that wasn't that wasn't a crazy date story, but for me, that was
us. I mean, for me, I've never been on one, so I'm like, that was wild.
What's the craziest date you and Thomas have ever been on?
Let me think.
That puts you on the spot.
One time this isn't even an exciting story. This is just the first thing that comes to mind. I think we were married, and this is after we were married. And we're like, let's go on a little adventure. So one night in the middle of the night, we got in the car and we
In the middle of the night?
It was very late. It was like pitch black outside.
Okay, that could be 7.
It could have been, but it was it was springtime, I think.
Okay.
And we were like, let's go have an adventure. So he took me to this place. His sister had taken him one night. This sounds so creepy because it was creepy.
Okay.
It was like outside of town so far that when you got out of the car, it was like there was no sound whatsoever. Like there's no light pollution and there was no sound pollution. It was like dead quiet. And we had to go over these like potholes in our car, and like, you know, his little car, we were like bouncing along in these horrible potholes in this dirt, and I'm like, are we almost there? And then we got there and we got out and there was like this weird dirt hill. It was like this huge hill that we had to climb. This sounds like a dream.
It does.
But it was creepy because it was pitch black and there were like abandoned cars and like rusty like RVs and stuff around.
Ew.
And we were
Where
like,
were you?
I don't know. He knows where it is, but we hardly found it because like, I think we're getting close. And then we found this weird hill.
Was the point of it like to look at the stars?
Yes, we were going to like go up the hill and look at the stars, but I had my contacts in and I had just had them in too long that day. So they were so dried out, and we got out of the car and it was so windy and cold, and we're like, let's just get to the top. So it's windy and dark, and we like kept hearing like noises, and we were alone by all these like rusty cars climbing up this dirt hill, and my eyes, I couldn't see, so I had him like guide me because my eyes were so dry.
This is awful.
And then we got to the top and we thought we heard someone at the top, so then we ran back down the hill and got in the car, and we were so scared.
You didn't get to look at those
Well,
stars?
and I couldn't have even seen them because my contacts were glazed.
You were like piggybacking.
Yeah, I literally was like, describe the sky to me.
Well, there's lots of little balls of gas.
Yeah, just a lot of little guys.
Oh, that's cute.
Anyway,
though. What
no,
a story.
It's fine.
Story to tell the kids.
Just one of those stories. Yeah, it would have been more fun if like someone with a chainsaw came out, but we were kind of hyping each other up thinking we were going to get attacked. So.
Yeah, of course you are.
That's as crazy it gets for me. Stories where nothing even happened except my contacts are dry.
That's so funny.
That's my story.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
What is the worst sandwich ingredient?
Like those yellow peppers. You know, like a banana pepper.
Oh.
I don't think I've even had one, so I guess I can't say
that's such a crazy answer. One? I think probably, I don't know.
Like, you know when you're at Subway and there's a bunch of options and there's those little yellow peppers?
Okay, but this has to be something you've had that you're like, ew, why did anybody put this on a sandwich?
Well, that's why I haven't had it, because I'm like, why would anyone put that on the sandwich? Okay, I'll think about it. You have an answer?
The worst sandwich ingredient? That's hard because I would probably say pickles.
Oh, yeah.
But I like the sweet, crunchy ones.
The funny thing about pickles is they are good on burgers, but weird on sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that's the case.
You know what's good on sandwiches? A lot of people do this, like chips.
Yes.
I love a crunch.
Thomas, when he was a kid, used to make, I forget what the main thing I think it was tuna. He's going to be mad if I get this wrong, but I think it was a tuna sandwich, and he would put Cheeto Puffs in it as well.
That's foul. That's disgusting.
I try to suspend your disbelief. Do you like tuna sandwiches?
Well, I don't like tuna.
Well, there you go. So that's where we lost you.
Yeah, that's...
But if you like tuna, I'm like, listen, it's just like a crunchy little cheesy, yummy.
Yummy. Ew, Greta.
No, I my answer is still banana peppers, but apparently it doesn't count.
Well, I don't know, and I didn't have an answer for that.
Is there...
Us just asking questions to each other and being like, I don't know.
I don't know. Next question. Do you like mustard?
Sometimes.
Do you like honey mustard better than normal mustard?
Ooh, yeah.
Yummy.
I love honey mustard in chicken. Like chicken tenders with a honey mustard.
Little dipper. Can we get a little honey mustard for the table?
That's delicious.
It is really good. Okay, this was a question that cracked me up that I read today. Okay, Jen, in those first few seconds, are you hoping it's ice, ice, baby, or under pressure?
I love that.
The funniest thing you've ever heard.
Oh my goodness.
My heart's pounding. That's so funny.
80% of the time I'm hoping for under pressure.
Amen.
But there is a little part of me that loves it good.
You're like, let me just groove with a little
All right,
ice.
stop.
Ice,
collaborate
baby.
and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something.
It's so
Grabs a hold of me
good.
tightly.
Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. I'm right there with you. I'm like, Under Pressure is like, I'm listening to that song.
Yeah.
But once in a while, you just kind of want to bop.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Isn't that funny? Like,
are you hoping
I don't
for?
even care what the answer is.
No, I just liked the question. That was
so
in of itself the
good.
entertainment.
I
right
saw
there.
that on Reddit earlier today, and it was
I love Reddit.
Me. It can be it can be a hoot.
It kind of confuses me, but I feel like when people say stuff and they say I found that on Reddit, I'm always laughing.
You're like, hold on, why am I not there?
Okay, so we had a game we thought would be fun for today.
Did.
Gret, do you want to explain it to them?
Do I? Am I the one who wrote this down?
Are we doing superpower debate or are we doing
sound charades?
Sound charades.
Okay, let's try sound charades.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay, guys. This is a game called sound charades. One person mimics a sound, like an animal noise or object sound. That's so funny to me, object sound. Mm-hmm. And the others have to guess what it is.
Yeah.
I feel like I have nothing geared up for this, but I'll just have to come up with something on the fly.
Okay.
Are you ready? Do you have a sound geared up? You got something in the back burner ready to shoot?
Shoot. This is what I was worried would happen.
Okay, I had an idea in my head of a sound I want to try, but I have no idea how I'm going to execute it.
Okay, that's even better. Tell me what it is. Or do it.
I'm trying to decide if I should do it kind of cartoony or if I should go for very literal. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to bring the mic up a little closer. Bing.
That's it.
It was not how I wanted it to be.
Please hit it again.
I don't think a human being can make that sound. Okay, let me try. Ding, dong, ding, dong, dong. It's still going. I don't know. I was trying to add a little more for you.
It got more confusing as it went.
I know.
Okay,
sorry,
wait.
I thought it would clarify.
One more time, and I'm going to take my guess.
Dong, dong, dong. I changed it every time. I'm sorry.
Dong, dong,
dong, dong, dong, ding, dong.
Is that like silverware clattering against a pan?
You're close. You're so close.
Okay. Is it like you cutting something?
Jen, I kind of just want to give it to you because it was two pans hitting each other in the cabinet. You know when you're like trying to get one out, it's like...
Okay, you know what I would have done for that?
What?
Bonk.
Yeah. Just straight up conk. That sounds like a
more
gong.
Clunky. I feel like that yours was so subtle.
No, because you know when it's just like, you're not like banging things around, you're just like they kind of scrape together, just like...
Oh, I could hear... I literally actually
like
can hear that.
The butt of two pans kind of grazing each other.
That's so funny.
So that was mine. Your turn.
Okay. Oh, this is a lot of pressure.
I know. Under pressure.
Dun, 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 dun. Speaking of which,
I'm just saying, full circle.
Okay, you might need to cut this dead air because I need to think of something.
I'll try to think of something too. If I come up with something, I'll go first.
Okay.
How about this?
Wait, do it again. I think you need to get closer to the mic.
Okay. I don't think that was better. That was worse. Your face right now. Flash. Her eyes are as wide as a bowling ball.
Flash flaw.
Sure.
Is that like the sink turning on?
You're gonna be really upset.
Is that a toilet flush?
Very specific. No. A toilet flush is very specific. That was not that.
Flush flaw sounds like toilet flushing, kind of.
No, a toilet flush goes. Okay. You want to hear what the toilet sound of my childhood toilet was?
Yeah.
Very different than other toilets. It had a song that it sang.
Was like a gurgle.
It was like, doo. I have to get through this. Okay. As a kid, I had this memorized. Don't look at me. I can't look at you.
Turn around.
I can't look at you when I do this. Okay. Do. Okay. One more. I'm going to try one more time. Okay. I can't look at you. Okay. Stop. Here we go. Do. Pistachio. It made it went pistachio at the end.
That is not real.
Yes. At the end, when the water got sucked all the way down at the very end.
It said pistachio.
Yeah, it went pistachio. It went pistachio.
My goodness, I'm gonna die.
That is, like, as a kid, I would mimic it as it was flushing.
Would you sing it?
Do, pistachio.
Oh my goodness, I love that so much.
So anyway, what was the first sound I was trying to do?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a guess.
It's a fiddle leaf on the wind.
What? That's amazing. Okay.
That was what it was. I was like, that's actually way too specific. She's never going to find that.
Okay, here's mine.
Can't wait. That's your car trying to start in the morning, but not happening.
No.
Okay. Okay, no, I got it. It's a rooster being strangled.
That's so close.
Close?
That's so close.
Okay, a chicken being stepped on.
It's closer.
Oh, the chicken being stepped on is close? A duck being stepped on.
It's one of those chicken
Jen!
squeezy
that
things.
Was so good.
Was
You're
it?
so much better at this than me. You're like a boy. You know how boys are really good at sound
They're really
effects?
good at sounds.
That was a boy sound.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about? One of those chickens you squeeze that yeah, the rubber
insane.
chicken.
You did so good.
Thank you.
Man, I wish I would have guessed that because that was very much exact.
I mean, you got close.
Yeah. See,
I don't think I could duplicate
Let
it.
me try to do it.
Okay.
This is the rubber chicken sound in 3, 2, 1. I liked it. Sounded like an exorcism. Okay.
That was so good. I loved it.
Oh my
Do you have any
more? Not off the top of my noddle.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Let's each do one more. Just real fast, right off the banner.
Clunk.
That was definitely you setting down a
Wait, can I try again?
full of books.
I didn't like it.
Ooh, you're plunging the sink.
You're never gonna get it.
Okay. Oh, that one was a clunk instead of a clunk. What is it? Is it gummy?
No, let me just tell you,
mud?
that's so bad. It's a clipboard clinking down on the piece of paper.
That was actually good. The little at the end,
tried.
very good. See, when you explain it, I'm like, excellent. Wait, was my fiddle leaf in the breeze?
Can you do it now that I know what it was? I mean, it just sounds like wind.
I can't even remember how I did it. Okay, my last one is this. I can't. I'm so bad at this. Wait,
Is that a wind chime?
No.
Ugh.
It's. Let me try again. No, that's even worse. I can't.
Is that someone getting into a car accident?
No.
Have you seen that video that's like, what happens if you get into a car accident with your music? And it's just that girl like reclined with her glasses all over it. It's like, I'm a savage. Yeah. Classic.
I mean, we've all wondered that where it's like, what if I'm in the middle of a great old music session? Like, it just keeps going.
It's just like blaring.
It just keeps going.
That's
I think
so
when I got
funny.
in my car accident, my podcast was still just rolling. I'm like,
The
that feels
ambulance
weird.
guy is just like bopping when he opens the
He's
door.
just like, oh,
He's
yeah,
like, oh,
my favorite
forget
little
it.
song. He's just
dancing as he pulls
It's
you
so
out.
cool.
The jaws of life.
the jaws of life. But he's like, wait, hold on. I need to sing this part.
This is my part. This is my part.
Hold on. And he just like breaks it down. Okay, but no, my
wait.
sound effect was children's toys falling on the floor, like a bunch of plastic plates.
That's too specific.
I know,
Let me hear it again. Okay.
It's really bad.
I'm really specifically thinking that sounds like that phone that you would drag around with the eyes that go
I
back
should have
and
said
forth.
that because that sounds just like that.
Right?
Or, you know, those little vacuums that had little poppy things in them where you push it and it like goes pop, 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 pop.
Oh, yes.
What is that even called?
Just a pop.
Because I was like, is this
Vacuum.
supposed to be a vacuum?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
Those were so
A popping
fun.
toy?
What a classic toy.
Super cute.
Oh.
Super cute.
So good.
Precious. Gotta love Fisher
Do
Price.
you have a Disney princess that you find to be the most annoying?
It changes, but traditionally I was always like Jasmine.
You find Jasmine annoying?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of snooty.
She's snooty, and like the older I get, the more I'm like, I appreciate where she's coming from, but I'm also just like, she's a little bit on the sassy side. for
I
my
agree with
taste.
that.
You have one?
But I also love Aladdin.
That's the thing. Aladdin's great, but Jasmine, yeah.
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 Do you have an answer?
I used to think Tiana was kind of annoying.
I get that. She's headstrong.
She is, but then also I actually really started to like her the older I got.
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, the older you get, the more like Tiana's like the only one who has like an actually developed personality.
Yeah, she actually has some self-awareness.
Yeah, like she's an actual person.
But the thing is, though, I think I like tie it together so much with the movie,
right?
That I don't like Princess
exactly.
and the Frog.
Well, this is the thing. They were like, we're gonna have our first black princess, and we're like, cool, that's fine. And they're like, but she's gonna be a frog the whole time,
right?
And I'm like, okay,
Like that's
good start.
Good start.
Good start, buddy.
There's parts of that movie I love so much.
Well,
like when she's buying the restaurant, and I love that whole scene.
This is what I'm saying. A lot of movies we were talking about this morning were like, I love the first 30 minutes and the last 30 minutes of that movie. That's how Moana is for me as well.
Moana.
Like the first 10 minutes, I'm like, yummy. And the last 10 minutes, I'm like, beautiful music.
The music is so prime.
The middle is...
Which Disney movie do you think has the best music soundtrack?
Like the original songs.
Yeah.
First one that came to mind was Tarzan. Really solid.
Really good music.
That's like all I can think of right off the top of my head for some reason.
What about Tangled?
Tangled has a great
Such
songs.
Fun music.
Well, Jen, Frozen 2.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's just like Oscar award-winning stuff right there.
That's next level right there. So are they going to make a Frozen 3?
What? Is that in the question?
I think so.
I had no clue.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they have plans for a couple more.
No.
Yeah, well, they're making another Toy Story.
Okay, I'm over that.
I know.
I'm sorry.
They should just make a new... Well, are you okay with Frozen 3, though?
Nope.
Okay.
Are you?
Kind of. Mostly because I just love Anna and Elsa, and I'd love to see more of my
like that
girls.
World. I do want to go back into the world, but
it's so good. Like, don't touch it.
It's just like one of those things when they bring back shows from your childhood and revamp them, like Fuller House or like Girl Meets World. It always unravels all of the beautiful red bows.
Yeah, you put a bow on it, and now we have to unwrap the package to find all the
and
smelly
in your
trash
brain,
cans.
You're like, I didn't think Joey would be a dad ever. Why is he a dad?
Yeah,
like,
I hate that too.
Goes against his character.
I was literally thinking about this yesterday. I was like, when are we actually going to run out of things to do sequels for?
Right?
We're going to have to run out eventually, and then what are they going to do?
We're going to have to actually think of our own creative ideas. I have
to create my own idea. Thank goodness for ChatGPT.
Exactly.
Just
no kidding.
Strike the strength. God bless.
ChatGPT, he is, or she, depending
she's a fighter.
On what you think.
Yo-yo.
She's a fire. I like ChatGPT. I think
it's enjoyable,
I hate to say
scary.
it. I hate to say it, but it's been pretty good.
She likes her TikTok and she likes her ChatGPT.
I'm a woman of the...
This is an original question, and I actually am like, this is just a little thing I have in my mind the other day.
Okay.
We say it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But in the opposite, we don't say it's a brainer. This thing's a brainer, guys. It's a no-brainer. That was just a thought I had.
That's cute. We could start saying brainer.
Oh, this is a brainer. Anyway, we can move on. I just thought that.
What was the whimsical thing we said today?
Oh, what was it? Because last pod, we were talking about whimsical. What are you doing to stay whimsical?
Yeah.
And then
girlies.
It occurred to us this morning, like, oh, that's something whimsical we do. What was it?
You know what scares me is when you zone out into my face. And I don't know what to do with it. I'm just
staring you down.
Yeah, and I'm like, I feel like she's
zoning out in my face. Your eyes are just dead in my eyes.
I feel like you're not even picking up. I feel like you're not really even looking at me, but you're looking through me, and it scares me a lot.
I kind of am. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna turn away.
Thank you.
No,
but we said something really whimsical, and I don't remember what it was.
And we're like, there it is. Wait, it was something your family says. Last night you were telling me.
Something my family says? The tree thing. Oh, yes, that's
a cute
right.
One. Yeah,
so
that one.
When we were younger, we used to go pick out trees at like Fred Meyer or whatever for Christmas. Because we are a real tree family.
God bless.
And I still am. And
No
I'll never
judgment.
go artificial. Anyway, that's a side point. But
amen, girl.
we used to feel guilty for the trees we'd pick up and shake out and look at and then decide ultimately it wasn't for us. And we would just put it back and we'd be like, that poor guy. Like, I feel awful for him. He thought, oh, I'm getting a family today.
Getting a family for
And then
Christmas.
we just set him back down. It's actually heartbreaking.
It's really sad.
So now we would say, oh, you're not right for our family, buddy. And then we'd set him down,
like,
give him a good pat,
but you're
and
not
move
right
on.
for our family. I love that.
Hope it eases the blow just
because
a bit.
it's like, no, it's nothing personal because you are gorgeous.
He's a great tree for somebody else.
Exactly.
You know?
And he probably was because those things get picked over.
It's true. But then
they?
Ultimately, I feel like it's like the 23rd and there's these tree lots just full of trees. And I'm like,
do they come at a really steep
those?
discount?
Are they just putting them in the chipper?
Some people wait until Christmas Eve to get a tree.
That's true. Those people who
is
celebrate.
crazy.
You know, in all the Christmas movies, they're always like, it's Christmas Eve, let's decorate the tree.
Oh my word,
I'm
it's like finally decorating the house the day before Christmas.
I'm like, guys, what are you doing?
I'm like, okay, Vanessa Hudgens.
Literally.
Whatever.
Okay.
Okay,
Candace Cameron.
For real, I don't believe her.
I couldn't think of any more Hallmark. Okay, what's the girl from Mean Girls. She's on everything these days.
I was thinking about her the other day and thinking about that.
Okay, Gretchen Rubin.
Okay, Gretchen.
And none for Gretchen Wieners. Bye.
Gretchen Wieners. Bye. You go, Glen Coco. I say that a lot.
You say you go, Glen Coco?
Oh, that's maybe something I do that's whimsical. That might
Saying
count.
You go,
When
Glen Coco?
I see of someone running, specifically women, when I see a woman running through a neighborhood, I'm
You
like,
say
you
that?
go, Glen Coco. I say that every time I pass them.
That's so cute.
That's closer
You should
to
roll down the
whimsy.
window and tell them.
But then they might think I'm catcalling them if they didn't catch what I said.
That's true.
Also, like lots of people probably don't know what I'm saying anyway.
Can women do anything these days?
Without feeling like they're gonna be killed.
Yeah, literally.
You go, Glen Coco. Yo yo.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
If you were a shoe, would you be the right foot or the left foot?
Left always.
Really?
I think it's just because I feel an emotional connection to left, being left-handed.
I agree with that for you.
Similarly, when you flip a coin, do you always pick heads or tails? Or
Always
do you mix
heads.
it up? Always tails.
I mean,
for
always
me.
tails is what I meant.
Yeah, always tails
tails
for sure.
Yeah, heads people are so square.
I'm telling you.
I'm
thank
like, guys,
you.
let's have some originality.
I know. I'm like, tails people hit different.
They really do.
Yeah, but are we the pick me girls of the gambling community?
The gambling community.
Wait, so which shoe are you?
Right.
Okay, but see, again, I'm wondering if maybe that's because you're right-handed.
That's possible.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, so like the whole left Twix, right Twix thing, you know that?
Oh.
You're like, left Twix are better, and I agree, left Twix are better.
Wait, okay, can you please break that down for me?
There was like an ad campaign that Twix started a few years ago, because you know a Twix is 2 bars together.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just pull one out and eat one and then eat the other one.
Mm-hmm.
But they were doing a thing where they would package them so it says these are left Twixes only and these are right Twix only. And so they were going to see.
How can it be only one or the other?
It's a joke.
Oh, okay.
It's an ad campaign. It's to get people to buy them because it's like, oh, I bought 2 left Twix. Because the lefts taste better.
That's funny.
So left Twix, I think, might taste better.
Okay, Greta. So when you're putting your pants on or getting dressed, are you going right, left, right?
Let me imagine it.
Also, how do you get dressed?
Okay,
From
I heard
start
this
to
joke.
finish.
I heard this joke on Amazing World of Gumball where they accidentally walked in on their grandpa getting dressed and they're like, I'm scarred for life. Who gets dressed hat first? And that sticks with me. Every time I get dressed, I think about that.
Hat first is amazing.
Hat first.
I feel like if a man gets dressed and they put their top on first, that's weird.
Really?
Who wants to be bottomless? Man being bottomless?
Does he have underwear on?
No.
Oh, well, that's weird. You for sure put your underwear on.
No, that's what I'm saying. Okay,
but you don't do, as a man, you don't do underwear jeans.
Yes, you do. Well, I don't know this to be the case.
I mean, in my experience, I feel like a man has the underwear on and then he puts his shirt
in
on.
all the movies, when they get dressed, they have jeans and no shirt.
Jen, let me tell you, that's because it's a movie. And they're like, we gotta see this guy's chest a little longer.
I understand, but I feel like the most weird way for a guy to get dressed would be just putting a shirt on first. And then no underwear pants. Jeans.
Oh my word, it'd be so bizarre to be like, I got nothing going on. Let me put on a shirt.
Second only to that would be putting on underwear, putting on a shirt, then putting on pants.
That's not weird to me. But like, I can see why you might think that.
It makes sense for me for them to do underwear, jeans, shirt.
The real question
socks.
Is, that's what I was about to say. Where are socks in the lineup? Is it weird to put them on at any given point, or should those always be last?
Imagine just the socks
You're
go
just
first.
Like, let me quick put these on, then we'll get to the goods. My feet are so cold. No, that would be weird. That would be weird. Okay, what's weirder for a guy? No, that's not even a funny question. I was gonna say, what's weirder, putting on your underwear first or your socks first? Socks, of course.
Socks, of course, but what's weirder, putting on a shirt only or socks only?
Okay, let me think about that. Let me imagine this. Shirt is
I think it's weirder to put a shirt only. I just can't even.
Weirder than socks? You're completely naked and like, let me put on my socks. But that's crazy.
Honestly, though, it makes sense because you're putting your socks on so they're against your skin, so you're not like, and then you put your jeans over them as opposed to like jeans and then you're trying to tug underneath the jean to put the sock on.
Yeah, I mean, that's
but just being naked from the waist down and having a shirt on as a man
I kind of get that.
I
kind of get that.
Like, that's embarrassing. That's humiliating.
It's just out and about.
That's really embarrassing.
I feel that. That's embarrassing, Kevin.
Okay, but how do you get dressed?
I mean, let's assume the underwear is already on.
Are we?
Okay, underwear.
Okay.
What if I was like, I'm going to put on the pants, shirt, then I'm getting the bra and underwear
Put
on.
my underwear on after.
I'm going to try to figure it out.
I go up through the leg and then I try to.
I wear them front, I wear them back. I wear them front and back.
Are you underwear, bra, pant, shirt? Are you doing all your under things first and then your top things?
Yes, in that order. But wait, I do pants before I do shirt.
You do pants before you do shirt?
A lot of the time.
Okay, but you are doing underwear, bra, pants, shirt.
Yep. And I think the reason I do pants before I do shirt is because shirt, like when I'm bending over to pull up my pants, the shirt kind of gets in my way. Mm-hmm. I don't want anything obscuring me between me and the button. Mm. And the zipper. What about you?
I'm pants, then bra, then shirt. Well, underwear, pants,
that's wild.
Bra, shirt.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are socks in the lineup?
Right before I leave the door.
Fantastic.
Socks, shoes.
Yep.
And are you doing sock, shoe, or sock, shoe?
Who does that?
Who does sock, shoe?
Yes. Nobody.
I've done that before, but that's not my
psychopath.
That's not my go-to.
Yeah, that's a serial killer.
It is really weird.
We should start trying that and see if that's like, wow, I actually kind of enjoy it.
And it also depends on if you're putting your socks on like in your room and then you're walking out to put your shoes on, or are you putting your socks on as you're putting your shoes on?
Even if I'm putting my socks on as I'm putting my shoes on, I'm not going to be like, I have a naked rubbery foot dangling
but one
out
has
here,
a full boot
but one
on.
has the full situation ready to go.
That feels so vulnerable.
Yeah, what if like someone came into your house and you had to make a quick run for it and you were all prepared on your right side, but the left side is just a little wet foot.
Gross.
And that's all I'm saying.
Anywho,
but yeah, we should try that.
Quickly for pants, are you doing right leg first, or do you have
I think
a
it is
preference
I think it's my right leg, which is weird because I'm a left-handed person, so I feel like left.
I'm doing right leg, and
I think
left
so
too.
I could be wrong, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let me think. Do I have anything else besides these things?
That's funny.
Do you have something? Because these aren't great.
I can't get on board. I think I've told you this before.
Lay it on
but
me,
I
sister.
cannot get on board with Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. Have I told you this before?
We've talked about it a little bit because we always talk about all the little relationships.
I still don't believe they're together.
My struggle is when Timothée Chalamet first got traction with the public, I was like, oh, that's a cool new guy. But then the more I learned about him, I was like, that's a weird dude.
He's bizarre.
So what I'm saying is the more I learn about him, the more I'm like, yeah, I don't know him. I don't understand him.
Okay, but that alone makes it even weirder that he's with Kylie Jenner. True. Because Kylie, and maybe I'm wrong, she could be different behind closed doors, but I've watched my fair share of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
So lay it on me.
And she is very basic. She's just like a girl.
So in that sense, you're like,
and I'm like, how is Timothée interested in that type of a person?
Yeah.
But that could be really rude of me to say and not true at all.
Well, I mean, the whole opposites attract thing, that could come into play. But yeah, if you're that wacky the way he seems to be, it's like,
and like, what's going on with her kids? Like, is he
It was the same with the Pete Davidson stuff where you're just like, how is he going to be a family man?
No, it's so weird. And they've been dating for like a year now.
I think it's been longer than
or
that.
Longer, which is
it's just one of those things where you're like, maybe we have no idea.
I just feel like he's her child.
That's how the Pete Davidson thing felt too.
It just feels. I refuse to believe it's happened. I just don't understand
but again,
it.
What I keep coming back to is I'm like, I just don't know him. Is all I'm figuring out.
I know. I want him and what's her face?
Yes. I was just telling Thomas how I was like, Greta Gerwig so badly wants Timothée Chalamet and Saoirse Ronan
that she keeps putting them in stuff.
And he's
together.
like, oh, it's like Tim Burton with Helena Bonham Carter and Johnny Depp
and Leonardo DiCaprio and
Kate Winslet. Although I mean, Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter were married to other people, but like they all work together because everyone loves each other.
Yeah,
and it's like that's kind of funny.
That's so cute.
I ship it. I ship Saoirse and Timothée. Why not?
I think they'd be precious.
They physically look very cute together,
and I know they're like really close friends, which just is always a great.
These things come back around. There's still time. Basically, if anyone in Hollywood is together, I'm like, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at it. I'm just confused.
We'll count. Countdown begins.
Just consider me confused is all.
And on that note, we'll catch you guys next time. At that note,
we will catch you on the Flippity Flip. Follow us on the Instagram at Spaghetti for Your Thoughts. Don't know what it's called. I think it's called Spaghetti for Your Thoughts. Give us a subscribe if you feel like it. And
subscribe.
Have a good week, guys. Love you all.
Thanks again for tuning in. We love you guys.
Jenny, I love you.
I love you, Greta.
Have a good